Gaining Vision with Melanie Taddeo-Nxumalo. Is this your first visit? If so, welcome to the channel. If it's your second, third, or fourth time returning, thanks for coming back. But either way, take a second, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to like and share. Spring has sprung here in Canada. It's a little chilly, it's only 2 degrees, but the sun is shining and the weather is making you feel inspired. I was doing a lot of thinking recently and about all the people that have inspired me in my life. In many areas of my life, I've had different people inspire me, and on my YouTube journey, that's been no different. When I first started, I knew absolutely nothing, and my husband encouraged me to watch many content creators, and I did that, scrolling through millions of YouTubers to learn from the best of the best. And I found one man that has inspired me greatly on my entire journey, and that is Wode Maya. And I want to share with you today a bit about Wode Maya, as well as how he has inspired me as a human being, as a YouTuber, and as somebody who wants to make a difference in this world. So come on the journey with me on how Wode Maya changed my life. So Wode Maya is a young man from Ghana, Africa, who was studying in China. And like any university student, he started playing around with YouTube, doing silly videos, until his parents gave him some very sage advice, that if you're gonna do YouTube, make it count. And they encouraged him to help change the narrative of Africa. So he made it his mission to show Africa from a different light, how beautiful Africa truly is, not how it's been portrayed in the media. And I'm so grateful for that, because here in Canada, when I grew up, I only saw all the propaganda about Africa. The children were dying and starving, and it was poor. Everything was not nice. But through, of course, getting to know my husband, who's from Africa, and watching Wode Maya's journey and all of his videos, I've seen a completely different light. And then when I went to Africa to visit, I fell in love with the continent. So I'm going to tell you what Wode Maya has taught me. The first thing, as I mentioned, when he set his mind, he found his purpose. He shared his dream with so many people. A lot of them told him he was crazy. But one man believed in him and gave him a loan to fly back to Africa to start to create content. He was all over Africa, showing the world how beautiful Africa truly was. And he ended up in Rwanda. And this is where his first viral video was filmed. He was hungry, he got some food, and Rwanda is known as one of the cleanest countries in Africa. So he decided to eat his meal in a gutter. In a gutter, yes, because that's how clean the country is. Little did he know that this viral video would be his first that would hit him through the roof.
This is the craziest thing I've ever done in my entire life. But I'm not scared because I'm in the cleanest city in Africa. This is Kigali. Look at me sitting inside a gutter eating without thinking of getting sick. This was the exact same words in 2019 when I did that crazy video. And that crazy video really changed my life. And I'm so glad that I came back here. But listen, it's been 3 years and the gutter even looks cleaner.
That was the beginning, and that happened in 2019. And over the last 4 years, of course, Wode Maya has grown, and people have seen just how valuable his dream of helping show the world how beautiful Africa truly is. In fact, his YouTube video helped bring tourism up, skyrocketing in Rwanda. And recently, he was honored in Rwanda for the Excellence in Tourism Award. What an accomplishment for Wode Maya. Not intentionally seeking out to be recognized, but just doing what he was passionate about, what his dream told him to do.
Listen, I will love to dedicate this to my dad, even though he's no more. But the dream of promoting Africa, the dream of telling Africans that Africa is the place to be, the dream of telling Africans that wherever you find yourself in Africa, you don't see yourself as a foreigner, was the dream of my dad. But he never lived to achieve this. So as a young guy, I just wanted to continue my father's legacy.
just shows me, no matter what, to always go with what your dreams are and never give up. As I was watching over the years all of his content, I've also learned many different things. And the one thing I love about Wode Maya is that he's truly authentic. He is who he is. He talks about being the guy from Ghana in a small village, but really he's so much more than that. And as you know, as you scroll through YouTube, you're going to see many things that resonate with you and other things that don't. And on his journeys of showing the world about how beautiful Africa is, he's met many people with different stories. And one story that resonated with Wode Maya was about a woman named Emma in the region of Ghana who had lost her mother and was trying to pick up the pieces. Now, Wode Maya had lost his father and he loves his mother, so this story really caught his heart. So he started to get to know her a bit more and really listen to what she had to say. And Emma was trying to make a difference in the lives of individuals with developmental disabilities. She had opened a day program to help them learn literacy, numeracy, and life skills. Now, this video resonated with me because as the founder of a charity, Connect for Life, for individuals with disabilities here in Canada, I know how important this work is, and also how hard it is to offer these services when you don't have funding. Wode Maya, being the true man that he is, and from the goodness of his heart, saw this cause and resonated with it because of the way the woman was passionate about making a difference. He not only gave her $1,000 of his own money to help the cause, but also helped her acquire 2 plots of land to build a school for these students. These children now have a place to go and learn and be there. He helped do a GoFundMe fundraiser to raise the funds and set up a committee to help ensure that this project took flight.
I wasn't able to do much for her before she passed, so yes, naming the place after her would mean a lot to me.
I've never done this before, but since I declared 2022 as the year of charity, I guess you all have to agree with me that she needs our support, and she needs to be in the plan of building schools in 2022. And when I go here, the warm welcome that I had from the kids really touched me. I mean, it seems they've been waiting for me for so long, and
Yes.
I would be so happy knowing that you and I will be able to build a school for kids like this. And listen, I'm just waiting for you to give me the approval of the land being ready.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be the one to come around. The committee will come.
Okay.
I'll form the committee that's going to make sure that everything is done.
Okay.
So the committee will come and check the land, whatever you have, and then we know how much we're spending on the school structure, and we'll build it in here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This means so much to us.
Yeah.
We're very grateful. Thank you so much.
Don't stop what you've started.
Thank
It will
you.
help you make that dream come true.
Thank
My
you.
mom is so special to me. It's actually the 5th year that I also lost my dad.
Wow.
So,
Sorry.
I mean, I could relate to your story, how I left the city to go into the village just to heal myself when I lost my dad. So hearing your story, I could relate, and I'll be happy that we'll build a school in here, and you named your school after your mom. I mean, I don't know your mom's name for now, but the school
Thank
has
you
to be in
so
the
much. Thank
And
you.
I want to say that, is there anything you want to show us before we go?
Yes, yes.
But when they come here, what kind of activities do they do?
We do numeracy, literacy skills. We teach them numeracy, literacy skills, and then life skills. And then one of them has expressed interest in learning leatherworks. So yes, he has started. So I'm sure by the time you come back again, we'll have some slippers or sandals ready for you.
Oh,
Yes,
me?
yes,
Don't
yes,
worry.
yes, yes.
I'm from the village.
What's the size of your feet?
Oh, okay. My size, I don't even know, but make sure you give me the right size.
This is how Wode Maya is just authentically him. He is leaving a legacy of giving back to his community. This man has made so much money doing what he loves, staying true to his dream. But instead of going and buying all this gadgets and toys and spending it on all these frivolous things. He is giving back to his communities. Now, of course, perhaps individuals with developmental disability isn't necessarily something he was exposed to, but when those children welcomed him with open arms, he saw the impact Emma was making and has contributed greatly. So Wode Maya, my hat's off to you to recognize the importance of giving back to the community and making a difference in the lives of individuals with disabilities. Now, I did reach out to Wode Maya by email way back when I saw this video initially to congratulate him and thank him for doing that. Now, I understand Wode Maya has thousands, millions of emails, and mine is just one of very few. But I wanted to share with him that the way he's making a difference in the lives of people with disabilities across the globe really resonated with me, and I appreciated all he did for Emma, for those individuals that will benefit from the school, and once again for showing the world just how amazing Africa truly is.
The first time that I came here, when I had the dream of traveling Africa to promote Africa in a positive light. I mean, you can only see this in Africa.
Another thing that Wode Maya taught me, and this is something that also resonated with me personally, is on his travels, of course, he was judged. Judged because he was a young black man with a camera. When he went and visited Uganda for the first time in 2019, he was deported. He was just creating content, but he was deported because he had a camera, and people truly didn't see his potential. They thought he was up to no good. But the reality is, he was trying to show the world just how beautiful Uganda and all of Africa truly is.
Wasn't anything illegal because you only deported when you do illegal things.
No, I was actually deported because I had a camera in my hands. On that day, my ticket was torn into pieces. I was put in a dark room without knowing where I was. It was a terrifying day that I don't even wish this for my enemy.
But people are quick to judge, and he was ousted. Now, he could have stayed bitter and really given up and said, forget them, I'm never going back there again. But he just went about his way, did the beautiful content from other parts of Africa, showing the world how great Africa truly is and how beautiful it is. He told many different stories, and he was reached back out to by many Ugandans to say, come back, come back. And in fact, he did have an opportunity to go back. He was invited back, in fact, to be apologized to. The immigration officers, the head of immigration, apologized for the way he was treated and, explained how great the work he was doing was. And when he arrived in Uganda, the welcome he had was amazing. People were lined up on the streets. There was hooting and holiday parties happening, celebrating the good work that Wode Maya is doing. My goodness, the difference, time changes people's mindsets. Again, never judge a book by its cover. Just because people in Uganda saw him as a black man with a camera up to no good, they then followed his journey and saw the good he was actually doing.
To explore the beauty of the country. Listen, they are taking very good care of me. And lastly, I got an invitation from the immigration board. And believe me or not, I felt like a king in Uganda. I felt so overwhelmed, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is incredible. And lastly, I had an opportunity to meet the Minister of Internal Affairs. When they got to know that I'm in the country, they decided to call me to their office to apologize to me officially from the government.
Mr. Wode Maya,
yeah.
It is so nice to see you in Uganda.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming. Madam Lydia Jarova, thank you so much for organizing this. Lily reached out some time back and said, you know what? We had a pretty bad experience with Wode the last time he was here. And there was a clip that did the rounds, and everybody was like, Uganda, how can you do this? Don't you know this man? And I'm like, okay, but who is he? Even I didn't know. But eventually I got to know, and I know how you're selling Africa, and I know how you're putting Africa out there in the light, and really appreciate the great work that you're doing. So I really thank her for organizing for you to come back again, and perhaps get a better experience of what real Uganda really is like. What did happen was unfortunate, first of all, and secondly, it's not the norm. That's not how we're supposed to be operating at all. So I apologize on behalf of my colleagues who did that, and on behalf of my government as well.
Bro, I mean, listen, nobody knew I was here. But I want to tell you that I never came to the country expecting this love from the people. And they apologized to me officially. Oh my word. I never asked for an apology, but they did it. And I came in as an ordinary African, and the reception that I got at the airport made me realize that I need to do another video to let people know that things have changed in Uganda. So, as we sit here today, please, as we sit here today, I really want to know what happened. Because it's a new Uganda altogether. Fastest, 1 minute. I think I'm the only one talking. How was the immigration check?
Fastest immigration ever.
You can say that, right? This is the fastest immigration process ever.
I didn't spend 1 minute.
See, the guy was smiling all the time. Welcome to Uganda. So, did you guys do any magic?
What speaks to the leadership, first of all? And the leadership starts right from the top.
What I loved most about that experience was, again, Wode Maya could have held a grudge and said, I'm never going back. But he continued on. He acknowledged and appreciated the apology. He encouraged everybody to work together to continue to celebrate the beauty of Uganda. And he did that. He did some beautiful videos there, and he continues to support Ugandans there and continue creating content there. My goodness, 4 years, she might change her mindset, but yet taught me, although you're going to be judged, myself as an individual, displays about what little they think you can do, or you're up to no good. He's shown me that it doesn't matter. You can't let those naysayers get in your way. You keep carrying on, keep your head held up, and follow your true passion and purpose.
Anniversary of being deported from Uganda. I mean, is it a coincidence? No. On the 28th of February 2019 was the day I was deported from Uganda. And 4 years later, today being 28th of February, I'm returning back to Uganda, which makes me the return of the deportee. But this will be cool, man. I hope they allow me to enter. I'm super excited to go back to Uganda because I think I got a lot of audience from Uganda who keeps on telling me that, hey Maya, return to Uganda if possible. We are waiting for you. So I decided to surprise everyone. No one knows that I'm coming. I'll just land and I will say that, hey, here I come, the Pearl of Africa. I mean, are you all excited?
Amongst all of this excitement, the momentum was growing, and Wode Maya hit over 1 million subscribers. My goodness, what a feat. Now that took a lot of time and a lot of content. Then something tragic happened, and this is the next lesson I learned. Always remain calm in the midst of a crisis. As many of us were following Wode Maya's journey, we started seeing something peculiar happening on his channel. Yes, Wode Maya's channel was hacked. My goodness, the poor man. All of his hard work up in smoke. People claimed that he had sold his channel. I knew it wasn't true because there was no way his passion and dedication to the cause, there would be no way. But when we didn't see what was happening on in the background, but when he came on after he got his channel back, he was calm, cool, and collective. Now, who knows what was going on behind the scenes? He might have been pulling his hair out, but I was panicked for him. I was, oh my gosh, he needs to get it back. We need Wode Maya. But he showed us that if you just stay the course, you believe in what is right, and you do every step possible to make things happen the right way, it will come to fruition. And with the help of his team and his hard work and dedication and his loyal subscribers, he was able to get the channel back, and it's gone even higher now, because now we all continue to learn from Wode Maya. So Wode Maya, again, hats off to you for keeping your calm in the midst of crisis, and we're so glad that you're back.
Wode Maya's channel has been hacked. This is bad news.
Wow, we back. The annoying village boy is back on YouTube. I don't know what to say, because what happened to me can happen to anyone else. Listen, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for the love and support. Listen, I saw your messages and I felt like, hey Maya, calm down. It as well. Because everyone out there was rooting for me to get this channel back. Even my YouTube strategic partners
we're all worried, like, hey, Maya, we're gonna try all we can to get this channel back. A big shout out to my strategic partner, Daria. You're amazing, man. I think I've stressed her this 48 hours, and I know and believe that after this, I need to call her for 1 hour just to say thank you.
This final piece is what I want to talk about most. You've seen how Wode Maya has inspired me, but as he's inspired me, I've also started to take this personal approach. Personal relationship with Wode Maya here. Yes, my husband, don't get jealous, I'm not talking about, but you start to feel like your family. And Wode Maya has been true to his mission from day one. And what's infuriated me is that he's not getting the recognition he deserves, even from his own country of Ghana. He is creating content, he is helping inspire, he's helping people in different countries. He's showing the world how beautiful Africa is and all the beautiful gems that are there for tourists to come. He's been recognized by Rwanda, Uganda, but not by Ghana. Recently, Wode Maya had set up another opportunity to talk to the president of Ghana, the president of his own country. Now, this isn't the first time things kind of went astray. It's the 5th time that he's tried to schedule a meeting with the president of Ghana, and it fell through. But he's taught me that when a door closes, a window opens. He did everything in his power most recently when he saw that the president was speaking in Ghana. He scheduled the president of Ghana was speaking in Germany. He scheduled a flight to get to Germany to go and meet with this president. The flight was canceled. He bent over backwards trying to find all the different way to get there in time for this meeting because he was that dedicated and ensuring having a conversation with the president of Ghana. And when he finally got there, after many tricks and devices and turns and all these things and the struggle he had to go through to get there, the president canceled the meeting. Heartbreaking, right? I was so frustrated for him. I wanted to yell, no! But luckily, the past president met with him and they had a beautiful conversation.
The appointments tend to disappointment. You know why? Because I just got a message from the Munich Security Conference team that the president of Ghana has cancelled the appointment. And he just cancelled it this afternoon, which means as soon as I go here, the appointment got cancelled. And I feel so disappointed. I wish I knew earlier the stress I went through to get here, just to get this news. It's really disappointing. I think, like I said earlier, I think I need to give up on meeting the president of Ghana, because anytime I plan to meet the president of Ghana, something happens. This is not the first time, not the second time, but believe me, this is the 5th time appointment being cancelled. But it is what it is. But when one door closes, another door opens. You know why? Because the former president of Ghana was present and he came on the show. Nkrumah talked about borderless Africa.
Yeah.
I've been a victim. I just had a brawl at the Togo-Ghana border just because I refused to pay bribe.
Yeah.
I mean, as a young African trying to travel within Africa, it's extremely difficult to travel within Africa. When you're once a president, you don't think Africa needs a border, we should be a borderless continent. Just like Europe. I had a visa for Germany, I was in Austria, I was in Netherlands. No one asked me anything. But on the continent of Africa, there's no free movement of people and goods. I mean, I would want to ask you, because I'm so much advocate for this, and when you come to power, what are you going to do to change that?
Yes, the door of the president meeting with him closed, but the window opened and he met with the past president. He was able to have a candid conversation. But another thing that I noticed in his video, that I think that Wode Maya perhaps still hasn't digested this because he is just so humble, is the impact he's had on so many people. Every time he's in the airport, people are coming up and saying, oh, Wode Maya, I watch you, you've inspired me. He has changed so many people's lives on his journey, and he is truly inspirational to so many of us. And by this journey to Germany, yes, perhaps it didn't end up the way he wanted to, but he was able to meet these beautiful people to share their experiences and the impact that Wode Maya has had on their lives. So I am going to put a call out to the President of Ghana, to everybody in Africa. Wode Maya is here trying to spread the love and beauty of Africa to the world. He is the top tourist attraction in Africa. You should be embracing this man, giving him awards, pumping him up and supporting his every move, because truly he is a genuine, authentic soul that is trying to do good for the continent of Africa, for something he believes in. Wode Maya, you've taught me so much about being a YouTuber and about being a decent human being. I want to thank you for all that you do. Carry on with the work that you continue to do, and I look forward to more content and learning more lessons from you. And to the audience, I encourage you to follow Wode Maya, learn from him, watch the incredible work he's doing, the lives he's changing, and let's encourage all of Africa to embrace the work Wode Maya is doing, because truly he is a gem of Africa. And I hope to one day meet you in person. And we all know that behind every great man is a strong woman. And next time, don't forget to check back to the channel where I talk about his beautiful wife, Miss Trudy. Until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so that you can be notified anytime I upload new content. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.